Hello again, Paul Wirtz here. I am about to take you through the syllabus for EDA 715 for this summer 2018. Welcome. I think you probably know, since you are graduate students, that the syllabus for our course is a kind of a contract. What we spell out is what is required in the course, what's required of you, what's required of us. We can't make changes in terms of adding features to the syllabus. We could, of course, delete if it's appropriate. But it's our contract. Page 1 of the syllabus is the introduction to our college and to the university. That's our theme, Learn, Lead, and Succeed, represented by the multiple action. We are a college of education and human services, including counseling, social work, human services, education, educational leadership, and so on. Our vision, mission, play an important leadership role in collaboration with others in the university and in the community. There's my name and contact information. Anytime you have any concern, best way to reach me is by email. Especially in summer, I'm not very often on campus. And I am more than willing to arrange to have a conversation with you on the phone. As an online instructor, I've found that's helpful for a lot of people, and feel free to email me and make that request at any time. Okay, this course, the textbook I've already sent to you, but there it is again, their course description. Giving you an idea of, as I said in the introduction, this is a course of where candidates are developing relationships with family and community. Our NKU graduate grading scale is there, and some of the typical expectations. Learning outcomes for our course: plan how to develop relationships with families, develop partnerships with the community, identify stakeholders in the community to help serve the school, describe and work collaboratively. You will be working in a group project, and describing how to monitor allocations and program implementation to assess your effectiveness. That's one of the requirements of the course as well. This is a course that was built, or the elements of this course were built by faculty from all the institutions across the state of Kentucky several years ago. And it is based, of course, on state and national leadership standards. The outcomes, again, are spelled out down the left side. The assignments are tied to those for your information. And so, again, this is not a course that was created in one of my colleagues' offices, but has a lot of elements built into it that are consistent across the state of Kentucky and really across the country. I will take you through each assignment and explain briefly, and then I'll let you reflect on it, and if you have further questions, you let me know. Policies on academics, plagiarism, and so on are all explained here. Credit hour policy, you know about that, I'm quite sure. Recommended or expected hours to complete the coursework is a federal requirement, by the way. You should be aware the evaluations can affect faculty as well as future development of the course. So your feedback is encouraged and welcome. Okay, course requirements are spelled out here. I will mention the concept of anchor assessments. As I said, the course was developed at the state level, or the elements of the course were developed at the state level, and then NKU faculty pieced it together several years ago. I was not a part of the original team, although I have made some revisions since teaching the course several times. The anchor assessment is a state requirement meeting some of those fundamental state standards and performance criteria. One of them is the anchor assessment called Community Connections. You will see in studying the Community Connections that this is a team project. You are going to be encouraged to identify folks that you might like to work with and communicate with them. One of the first requirements of the course is to introduce yourself under discussions and post your picture and, of course, talk about your work and what you do. And I would encourage you, if you would like to team up with people local to you, that's fine. It often works better to team up with people who teach or have leadership roles at the same level you have. We have people from Northern Kentucky and far beyond enrolled in this course on a regular basis. But the Community Connections is one of the requirements that is considered an anchor assessment for our program, and which means you not only will be submitting it to me for grading and feedback, but you will also post it on Foliotech. Foliotech is our digital portfolio where the anchor assessments and other basic information of the program are stored. If you've in other courses you may have been introduced to that, you will be introduced to it shortly in more detail. But this assignment, the Community Connections, and as you can imagine, it is how do you make connections with the community. This is part of your team project of 2 or 3 people working together. And again, it is designed as a course requirement and a state requirement. The second, and this one is actually because it involves a lot of features and should reflect the course content, it's the last assignment. You'll post it on Module 6, Week 6. The second assignment here is also part of the anchor assessment, school improvement plan. It's essentially a review of what's going on in the school and what's needed and so on. You can sort through the specifics of that. We will remind you every time we show it that the anchor assessments, you will post them individually into the Canvas, into our gradebook and so on, and you will post it individually into Foliotech. You will have a Foliotech account where your work from this class and the other classes in the Educational Leadership Program are where they're stored. Okay, third assignment, and that one is due. Let me show you again. You get plenty of reminders of all of this. It's also embedded in the calendar. I alluded to the calendar before, but the Black Canvas has a very nice embedded calendar. There's a calendar at the end of the syllabus that is helpful, and the two are coordinated. But you should be able to identify due dates and the like right on the calendar. And of course, the syllabus has the details of the assignment, and most of the details of the assignments are embedded in the modules as well. The third assignment then is due the 5th week, and that one is again one that you may want to take some time to look at and reflect on how you're going to find another school that's different than yours by going in and researching it within the Kentucky Department of Education website and make a comparative analysis between your school and this other school, whichever you choose. The first assignment besides the discussions will be an agency flyer. Remember, this is part of your partnership between the community and families in the school. And so this assignment is to develop a flyer of no fewer than 5 area agencies that support schools and families, and describe each in a language that is conducive to understanding by parents. You may already have one like this. You're welcome to post that, but be sure you have updated it. Be sure you have edited it. And make it as user-friendly as possible in this day and time of digital formats, you may want to have it digital as well as posting it as a Word document in this course. Third week assignment is grant writing. Hopefully your school is involved in grant writing. If you've already written a grant, you may share it, but I'm really looking at this. I'm looking for you to take the lead on a grant. We always mention the Greater Cincinnati Foundation because it's a natural for school relationships. Interested in school relationships and so on. But there are many others, and if you identify them, I have a place on discussion board where you can post other possible grant sources that some other members of the class may be interested in. Web participation is really your communications, every module using discussions in a discussion board format to react to the submissions that your colleagues in the course send, or react to readings from the text or other resources, readings, videos, etc., embedded in the modules that are there for you. Here is a reminder of what is due and which week they are due. Again, as I have embedded these in the Canvas schedule, and they're embedded in the schedule in this at the end of the syllabus. There's that reminder about folio text submission and state performance standards that the anchor assessments are based on, student learning outcomes for the course, and it shall provide, and these are all again summaries of requirements of the course and your requirements. So you can read through them. If any of them don't make sense or you need a little clarification, again, email me or we can arrange for a conversation. Professional writing is required. APA is required. Consider that every time you submit a document, it has been read and reviewed for accuracy, and that all of the elements, the APA elements, are there. Schedule is written out in another format here, and again, these are coordinated with the modules and coordinated with the assignments and the calendar. So, very pleased to be with you on this journey this summer. I have found the course to be a good stimulus for educational leaders, an opportunity to share your successes and struggles with each other, and an opportunity to see a lot of what's happening in the region and nationally in the area of community development, parent engagement, family engagement, and school development. So, welcome. I look forward to working with you. Call on me anytime. Good luck.